What's up, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. I got a prediction video for you guys tonight. First off, news that I got in about an hour ago. Looked at my email, and believe it or not, I actually made YouTube partner. So first off, before I put this prediction out, I want to thank the guys that have watched my channel and everybody who's been congratulating me. And I'm not gonna even use the status as YouTube partner to make myself become more promoted as a channel. Um, I'm gonna use the status to promote other boxing channels and make sure that other people, such as Calix Boxing, such as UK Wing Chun student, Mr. Universal Sports, Uncle Chuck Nitty, D Style Boxing, JB1, all these guys, to make sure all the other channels that have put in hard work, and another one I didn't mention, Overlord Crow and True Boxing Fan, Mente Bowl Bass, those are other guys I didn't mention. But I just want to make sure that a lot of other guys, a lot of these other channels, and a lot of these other people putting their videos out there are getting exposure just like I am myself. So I'm not going to use this status as something that will change how I'm going to create my videos or whatever. I think, and on top of that, even if YouTube promotes you, and somebody in your video is featured, somebody looks, I'd like other people to know that there are other channels out there to take a look at, and me, I'm just doing my part. So anyway, big up to all the guys who have supported my channel over the past year or so. Big up to Blood Box and Blue Side, Joe Habib, 13th of October 1992, Vic Carbone. Pretty much all the guys over at Rope Dope Radio, all the guys that leave in the ring, everybody that has come to my channel and over the past year, either messaged me or left me a comment, any type of comment, positive or negative. That's what brought me here, and I'm glad to be a partner, but at the same time I know I'm not going to be making any money, but like I said, I'm just going to use this status to promote. So I'm going to do promote my sport, promote the other channels, and make sure that boxing gets much more exposure, and hopefully it does. And I know that not just looking at my channel will get boxing that exposure, or just looking at Buddha Side or Big Red Goose channel will get boxing that exposure. But me, I make multiple videos throughout the day. At times when there's a lot of news and when things are hot, and even along with that, I even have some fantasy matchups to do that I've been wanting to do for a while. But hey, I've been busy. So anyway, let me get into this prediction. Big up to you guys that have supported me, subscribed to me, or whatever. Never asked for them, but hey, I'm glad you guys checked me out. But anyway, let's get into the fight. Shannon Briggs versus Vitali Klitschko. Matchup takes place on October the 16th, a couple weeks from now. Actually, next week, excuse me. Puts together the former lineal champion by defeating George Foreman back in like 96, 97, Shannon Briggs, against the brother of who I consider the lineal champion now, Vitali Klitschko. Now, Shannon Briggs has been around for a while, but at the same time, I really don't think he's earned this title shot, but he's a big name. He's an American name. He's fought in a good era of American heavyweights when there was Lennox Lewis, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Chris Bird, you name it. A lot of fighters were coming up, and he was one of the top guys in the division at that time. And Shannon Briggs is a big, strong heavyweight. It's actually been somewhat, and even before he got caught, it's been debated of whether or not he used steroids in his career prior to being caught. Recently, it's been, I've actually heard it before he did get caught. But Shannon Briggs, I thought at one time was going to be the next breakout star. I remember being a kid and I was watching New York Undercover, and he was on. And I thought, he was going to be the next big thing as a heavyweight. I just thought he was going to be the next big thing for some reason. Maybe because I was a kid and I was watching a TV show and I see him on the TV show. But hey, it is what it is. Shannon Briggs is a big, like I said, big, strong heavyweight. But his, the big issue regarding Shannon Briggs is stamina. A lot of people have talked about it, but like I said, stamina. Stamina is going to be the main issue for Shannon Briggs in this fight. If you look at Vitali Klitschko comes to his matchups. He's fit and in very good shape. On the other side, Vitali Klitschko has never been beaten along the distance. He's a tough fighter, and we all know how tough he is because we saw the Terminator Eye in the matchup against Lennox Lewis in June of 2003. Vitali Klitschko, pretty much what Vitali Klitschko does, he sets you up with the big right hand using jab combinations. He has some of the best jab combinations in boxing right now. He has different variations of his jab. Quick, he can throw quick left jab. He can throw a stiff jab, jab on the move. His jab combination sets up his big right hand. And against Shannon Briggs, that's going to be useful against the fighter who's going to be standing in front of him. Now, in this specific fight, Shannon Briggs has to fight. He has to fight this matchup very smart. This is going to be a matchup Shannon Briggs has to fight nowhere near how he fought in his last matchups. Shannon Briggs in this matchup is going to have to go in. He's going to have to cut off that ring. He's going to have to use the jab, take the big step over to the right, because Vitali Klitschko, at times when he throws his jab, he kind of moves. He primarily, I take that back. Yeah, Shannon Briggs right, Vitali's left. He's gonna have to move to his right quite a bit because Vitali, when he throws his jab and he tries to move, he moves primarily to that left side. And also, Shannon Briggs has to use the jab to kind of cut off the corners as well. He has to cut off all the corners. He's gonna have to set Vitali up with some power shots. But he's going to have to use his power shots wisely due to the fact that stamina is going to be a key issue with Shannon Briggs. A fighter with stamina, he's going to have to use his punches wisely. A fighter with stamina issues is also going to have to be effective with his shots. They're going to have to land huge, big, effective shots when you have an opponent in front of you that's going to jab you half to death. So Shannon Briggs in this matchup has to find a way to negate the right jab and counter the right jab. Counter it with the overhand right, maybe a left uppercut or right uppercut, and try to stop Vitali in his tracks. Cut off the ring, go to the body, and try to continuously work. And not necessarily, I'll take that back, not continuously work, but continuously set up hard shots that are going to be more effective. That's going to be Shannon Briggs' way of winning this matchup, even though Vitali has never been beaten among the distance. Vitali Klitschko in this matchup has to set up his jab combinations with Shannon Briggs. Lots of left jabs, overhand rights, right crosses I think are going to be open with Shannon Briggs. Also with Shannon Briggs, if you look very closely at some of his fights, he kind of trots around a little bit. So if Vitali could use his jab to create space and set up his right hand and land the right hand from a range, then he could more than likely knock out Shannon Briggs or catch Shannon Briggs off guard using the right hand. That's going to be Vitali's bread and butter in this matchup. A stiff left jab and stiff left jab combinations, right cross. I think a right cross is going to be good for him in this matchup if you look at how he stands with his guard at times. And also right power shots to the body, straight rights to the body are going to be beneficial for Vitali in this matchup. So who do I think is going to win this matchup? Me, in this matchup should end in about 6-7 rounds. I think it should end in 6 or 7 rounds. Vitali coming in, knocking him out. I think Vitali can knock him out. I think he can slowly wear him down with the jab, and Briggs is gonna have some trouble getting inside the jab, and Vitali's gonna pretty much, I think he's gonna jab him to death, and land some big right hands, and probably I think he'll stop Shannon Briggs within 7. Maybe a little later, but I'm gonna go with 7. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. That was The Distance. Peace.